Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Beal outside. Offline with a three. Here's Christie. No good with a layup. Beal outside. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here's Ware, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game.
Yeah, in a battle of physicality, Adebayo tends to get the best of you.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Randall. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. And it's Mathurin missing. Beal surveying the D. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. And he comes up with a bucket.
Good work from Beal. He gets inside and finishes the play.
Suggs outside. Outside Mathurin. Three-pointer. Gets the three to fall.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
To the wing, right side. Inside. Here's Randall. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Pass to Adebayo. To the inside. Duren with the rebound. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim, he can defend in isolation, he can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And it's Las Vegas with the ball. Following the score by Minnesota. Duren, no good.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's Christie. Pass to Mathurin. And here's Adebayo. Check by Randall. Shot clock at 5. Shoots a fadeaway. Duren with a rebound.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Now here's Beal. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Outside for Brogdon. From deep. Again the miss by Las Vegas. Minnesota leading by 4. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Now here's Beal. Again the miss by Las Vegas.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Back to Mathurin. The three. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Mathurin's got 8 points. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And so it's Beal who brings up the ball for Las Vegas. 7-point differential. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Minnesota leading by 7. Pass to Christie. Now here's Adebayo. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Now here's Duren. Here's Beal. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. They set the pick. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The 3 from Suggs. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Beal with it. Brooks outside. Back to Beal. Adebayo with a steal. Here's Ware. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead.
The Timberwolves, 13.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them. Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to review the game plan. And it's Las Vegas with the ball. They trail by 11. Now Beal. Outside Brogdon. Fires the 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Here's Christie. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Beal from outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Left side Mathurin. Left side Bagley. Adebayo sets a screen for 3. Mathurin. That shot missing.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
And here's Beal. To the middle. The shot no good. Ooh, good D by Bagley. The Timberwolves lead by 14. To the right side. Pass to Adebayo. Down low. Bagley, no good. Here's Las Vegas. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Now here's Mathurin. Pass to Adebayo. Uses the glass on the layup. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the night.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Can they get it? Beal. Good D by Adebayo.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. Pass to Bagley. Yep, that one's good. Bagley's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now here's Brogdon to the paint. Here's Brooks to the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Timberwolves making a switch here.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 45.
And here's Minnesota now.
Keon Johnson.
Right now on a 9-0 run. Outside Mathurin. Lets it go from deep. Randall pulls down the board. Las Vegas trails by 18. And it's Beal penetrating.
Speeding in and lifting off. What a slam by Beal.
Here's Suggs. Still no points. On the wing, Mathurin. Pass to Adebayo.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the first half of basketball.
Marvin.
And yep, it's good.
Assist goes to.
Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Keon Johnson.
1:33 left in the half. Pass to Beal. For 3, Randall. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Randall's got 5 now.
When you have Randall on your team, he'll space out that floor.
Right side Bagley. Here's Adebayo. Mathurin with the ball. Hounded by Beal. Just 5 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. And it's Mathurin missing. Las Vegas trails by 17. Outside Bagley. No good from outside. Brooks outside. Adebayo with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And finished off by Adebayo.
Yeah, just a tremendous athlete. Bam loves to run. Runs so well at that center position. Man, good whistle there.
Las Vegas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he makes a first.
A combo guard with a versatile offensive game. Beal is one of those guys that any team would love to have. Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Down low. And Adebayo slams it in.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
It's Beal on the wing. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's Minnesota running away with it. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Grant, right side. Shoots over Beal. And another basket for Minnesota.
Look at how Grant attacks the interior, doing what it takes to get a high percentage shot.
And it's Las Vegas with the ball. Inside. Here's Beal. Got a hand on it. It's Adebayo, high post. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul. First team foul.
Minnesota with the ball. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. Clock at 6. Here's Suggs. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
Three-pointer, Beal drains the triple. Beal's got 8 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Grant. Here's Christie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Randle. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Minnesota leading by 21. Here's Grant. Pass to Ware. Here's Christie. Adebayo sets a screen. Over Randle. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. And here's Brogdon. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Brogdon.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 45.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Christie. Now here's Adebayo. He's got 9. Comes up empty down low. Beal right side. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 10.
Agile move by Beal to beat that inside contact.
Grant left side. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Oh, some real artistry from Grant at the rim. Kind of shaming the defense with that one.
Pass to Beal. Now here's Randle. Back to Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Still showing a little bounce. Beal sends it home.
Johnson with it. And there's the screen. Pass to Ware.
Right there.
Back to Johnson. 5 on the clock. An easy 2 on the layup. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Team foul.
Now Beal. He's got 12.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Randle. 19-footer. And there it is for him. Randle's got 7 points.
Yeah, as a shooter, Randle can be practically automatic. He gets the ball and immediately has a shot cooking.
Here's Ware, covered by Duren. Here's Adebayo. And that one drops for him. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Three-pointer, Beal. The rebound by Ware. Minnesota with the ball. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
There's a minute 17 left in the third. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Second team foul. Now
A minute 9 left in the third quarter.
Number 0.
Over to the left wing. Brogdon from outside. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Brogdon's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Grant. Driving in. Duren with a rebound. Las Vegas trails by 20. To the middle. Cleared away by Wells. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Johnson. 17 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Grant outside. Up and over Brooks. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Grant's got 6 here in the quarter.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And so it's Minnesota continuing to pile it on. Up 20.
44.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's Brogdon with the ball for Las Vegas. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
Here's Suggs. Following the score by Las Vegas. Three-pointer Mathurin. That one's off. He's 4 for 9. Las Vegas trails by 20. Randall outside. Drives to the hoop. That one falls.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Pass to Bagley. To the paint. Christie's shot is off.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Randall right side. The shot that time not on target. Minnesota leading by 18. For 3, Mathurin sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
And right now, Mathurin is on a roll. This young guy continues to do whatever he wants.
Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
In full-on catch-up mode, they're raining threes right now.
Pass to Mathurin. Now Bagley. Here's Christie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown. And another 3 for Minnesota.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Randall. Off target at the rim. And so it's Minnesota with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Pass to Christie. Suggs outside. It's stolen by Brogdon. Now here's Beal. He's covered by Mathurin. Back to Brogdon. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It'll be on Marvin Bagley.
One thing that Malcolm Brogdon gives you is balance, both as an individual and as part of your squad. He helps equalize things out there and sets a very nice, steady pace.
Now here's Suggs. Going inside. Here's Ware. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Beal outside. Outside Brogdon. Randall inside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Ware. And he gets the bucket.
And I'll tell you, Matherin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
They double team Beal. Outside Brogdon. Down low. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang.
2 minutes.
Pass to Matherin. Back to Suggs. To the inside. Here's Ware. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul.
Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Now here's Randall. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
They set the pick. Here's Suggs. Pass to Ware. Second shot opportunity. Randall with a steal.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Offensive board. Here's Duren. And the basket by Beal. And here's Minnesota now. They have a 19-point lead. Pass to Ware. Now Adebayo. Checked by Randall. A good look from Matherin. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. And the Timberwolves lead by 21. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Max Christie. First personal foul. Third team foul.
No good on that one.
Certain guys can remake their games to fit the times. Randall's worked on his right hand and his jump shooting. He's a much more versatile threat now at the offensive end.
Here's Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And here's Suggs. Six to shoot. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Las Vegas ball.
And so it's Minnesota.